Welcome. Today I will take command of Bjorn Ironside, and my solemn aim would be to bring the holy word of All-Father to eternal city of Rome, by appliance of love and axe. By a miracle of RNG I am blessed with the amount of starting troops that are larger than my fellow Sigurdlings, and therefore I can choose a dynasty legacy. I will go for Sea-Wolves. As it is, Bjorn has seen many winters, so I have to immediately show him into medicine focus of learning lifestyle. Halfdan is struggling in a war against King Ella, so I need to gather my lads and go help him to deliver retribution for our father. I have arrived. Let's fight this army for war score and jump into siege right after. I will divorce this woman I know nothing about and find someone to marry for love. Unfortunately, random put points into let's make family and die as nobody, so I will have to reset perks and put them into Augustus. Because prestige and fame are crucial pillars of the kingdom to rise. Another battle and we are almost done here. I will start converting my hard-earned gold into prestige by facilitating hunts, feasts and other reckless displays of wealth. And the war is finally done. Ella falls to unrelenting fury of Ragnarsons. I will hire a physician and a tutor to hasten lifestyle experience gain and aid in my goal of reaching whole of body trait faster, so I could live longer. There is a chance to gain strong trait from train for a tournament event, but alas, the god of RNG turns his gaze away. Hunts and feasts are not exactly cheap, and my coffers dwindle, so I will raise my guys and raid somewhere close, because my armies aren't exactly strong yet. So for time being I will be putting all the prestige that I gain into creating Varangian veterans regiments and increasing amount of people in them. I try to raid places that have more than 50 gold or capitals because there is a chance of taking a hostage. Unfortunately, a plague swept over my capital and I got measles. Death stalks quietly nearby. Luckily, I did not die. Unfortunately, I am blind now. Luckily, I get an athletic trait from medicine focus. I have a mixed feelings about all of that. And I got a son with level 3 trait. Let's start him on the martial education right away. Also, because of medicine focus, I got this event that lets me cosplay as a coroner. And I get one learning perk for my travels. Now my raiding army is stronger than the most standing armies, so I can raid without care. Actually, I hope someone will fight me, so I can gain prestige for winning battle. This guy is willing to help. You know how Odin traded his eye in order to gain wisdom? Well, let's say that I am twice as much dedicated. But now I cannot attend hunts because I cannot see. But apparently I can go for a tournament. Not to participate, I guess just to look from the side. Look, a tournament! Anyway, I will go ham on feast instead. I will throw away 350 gold on university, exclusively to acquire one perk that I will put into Augustus to gain more prestige. I am as desperate for fame as smallest YouTuber with 4 subscribers. I will also start going on pilgrimage in order to acquire more piety to reform my faith. There is also hope for event that will give me a longer life. And obviously I keep raiding all this time. This is the event I was talking about, but unfortunately RNG is not on my side. I don't feel that I farm Cloud fast enough, so I will start a legend in honor of Ragnar Lodbrok, That will give me extra percentage to prestige gain and hopefully the age I need. I will also use legendary feast option to speed up legend spread, so I could upgrade it. Time is pressing. Why are you running? Why are you running? Got myself a whole of body trait. Death steps a little further away. Time to challenge Ivor for ownership over the county of Mon, that is required to elevate the kingdom. Then suddenly a plot twist. My daughter is revealed to be destined for glory. She is the chosen one. Usually I am very unlucky with this event. It is either the child that will be too old when I pass the throne, or I have someone with better traits as alternative, but this time it is perfect. This is event for fated child. I can give her either novice physician or herbalist. I go for herbalist because it gives more health resist. This event will grant strong, so she will live longer and has less chance to die from illness. This one will give Hasted Luder trait and some food experience. And she also becomes shrewd atop of that, so +2 to all stats. I took prophet perk so I can reform my religion for cheaper and I don't need anything else here. But I will stay in medicine focus because that small health boost is the feather that tips the scale. Cecilia comes of age and she is gorgeous. The only problem is that she has only level 2 learning trait, but I can remedy that. I will take custody of holy site of Paderborn, and with it I can reforge a Satrial religion as I envisioned. I will go for mendicant preachers and unrelenting faith. Here I want equal, I want righteous, theocratic, I want monogamous, always allowed, unrestricted marriage, virtuous witchcraft, control for function, always loud, and sky burials for a little bit of health resist. And most important, spiritual head of faith. Also give me that nice shade of red, and here we go. The flame of a Satrian burns brighter. Now this guy is a Satrian high priest. He's basically a pope, but with more access, and without funny head. Now I have legendary figure level of fame and I can invoke Elevate Kingdom of Man decision. With it I will gain 7500 special troops. I will become feudal, I will gain legacy of piracy to be able to raid, and 2500 of renown. Let's do it. I am the Lord of Blood and Gold. I will add Scandinavian elective to my kingdom title and vote for Cecilia. She is now official successor. The time has come, a life of purpose finished with precision stroke. I finished my affairs just a year before the end of the line. Now Cecilia reigns, and what a beginning she has. After becoming feudal, I have to pay with money for my troops, and my treasury is thin, so I have to make haste and raid someone for loose change. And practiced kidnappers will help me gain more hostages, and that will be turned into profit. I raided enough to go to university, and since I have a high learning and low trait level, there is a very good chance that I will increase it. Just as planned. I am rushing Supper's perk, because without it sieges will take forever, and I am planning to acquire a lot of land. I'm a Viking. just like father. A few years later, now I have a supper's perk. Time to make some territorial gains. I will start with Venice, because I can reach it. I always urge everyone not to attack with disembarkment penalty, but here on the island there is no choice. And if your army consists solely from Varangian veterans led by literal embodiment of fate, it's gonna be alright. An easy siege and the first beacon of northern face rises on the coast of Mediterranean. I have one per lifetime kingdom invasion casus belli and one holy war for kingdom, but I will keep that in reserve in case I will be running out of time and I will need to gain territory quickly. So for now I will be waging holy wars for duchies. There is no one particularly strong here, so I'm not afraid that they will join war. And if they do, that's just another 50 for me. Be my guest. And now a duchy from Italy. He holds substantial amount of land, so I will have to do multiple campaigns against him. Better start early. I am planning to use Holy War for Kingdom to take Sicily from Eastern Roman Empire in one swoop. So I will conquer Spoleto and Capua to bar ERE from any ideas about expanding further north. The Witcher goes to Toussaint. The Viking goes to Tuscany. I am planning to hold Duchy of Tuscany personally, because University of Siena is awesome. It will be my capital. But I will have to build it first. I was in the middle of my conquest, but suddenly our high priest decided that we are going on crusade. For England of all places. How many crusades I have defended against in England, and now I'm gonna fuck them back. That's great. I filled my army to the brim, and while reinforcement was happening, I waited for other believers to arrive. Unfortunately, right after arriving, they promptly decided to perform strategic stupid, so I had to run after them in questionable manner. But luckily Catholics did not attack in united ranks, so we were just strong enough to fight them. Barely enough. Also, for leading my army personally during crusade, I got this cool trait. You don't see that often because usually only Catholics and Islamists do the crusading stuff. A few more years of slug fights and sieging, and the Great Holy War was realized. Congrats to Valhalla Sworn. And immediately after, the Pope in his hybrids decided to crusade us back. So I quickly went to university to upgrade my education trait to level 4 and started waiting. The Great Defense began. But overall that was a sorry show. My tactic mostly consisted of running into closest enemy and promptly inflicting death upon them. And in exactly 12 months they promptly went where they came from. Now back to matter at hand. Let's keep acquisition of duchies that are left. Now I will finally make use of my kingdom level holy war and bring Sicily into fold. Their armies never did show up, so it was basically just a siege clicking simulator. Now the final piece of cake with a cherry on top. I will take Duchy of Latium from Pope himself. Having undisputed control over Italy Peninsula, I can end the papacy. And Pope converts to Asatru. I guess someone explained to him that Odin died for our sins. Finally, I make use of this blaze of glory to found a custom empire of Man, because that's way cooler than any other empire will ever be. Now I will handle control over Rome to our high priest. The Asatru phase prevails. Well, good game. Cecilia was awesome. Well, actually she still is. She's gonna live for another 40 years at least. She has shit tons of martial. And she's Shield Maiden and Berserker. And Valhalla Bound. That amounts to 73 prowess. Alright, this is the place where I will stop. So long.